Hello friends, I proudly welcome you to this quick tech tutorial brought to you by Datateks. My name is Akusmaila. Today's video is not about Microsoft Access alone. We are going to use Microsoft Access and then Microsoft Word in duplicating certificates for our students that have graduated, as we have the data in this data table. So guys, we are going to use the Microsoft Access mail merge feature to link the data that we have here to certificates. Now the notion is that these our students have completed their various courses of study: mathematics, English, geography and computer science. And looking at the number, it is very hard for us to create a certificate one by one. So this video is going to I'm going to share with you on how we can use the mail merge feature in Microsoft Word and Access to linking these values or the names that we have here to the certificate, so that Microsoft Word will do the duplication of the certificate for us automatically. That is the power of the Word merge feature or the mail merge feature that we have in Microsoft Word and Access. They are very powerful and it can be used to do a lot of productive tasks. So as we are starting this series of videos on mail merge, we are starting with how to duplicate certificate. Okay, so guys, to get started, you will need to get your data table with the records or the names of students you would like to put on the certificates. And now we are through with that. So we have their names here, academic here, and the course of study here. So it is only these two fields that we shall be placing on the certificates, but then it can be modified to include a lot of fields as well. So without not much we do, let us create our certificates in Microsoft Word. So here I will start my Word by coming to the search bar. I will type Word. Now the app comes, I double click. So here we see that Microsoft Word has been opened. So okay, now here it is prompting me to set it as a default because I recently did the installation. So this is a very certificate we are going to use, but then in yours you might not see it there or here because you have not really used it before. This is your first time. So how do you get a certificate? You go to new. Now once you come to new, you come in here and type certificate. So you are going to basically search for certificates. Yes, because you can see in here that the categories here has no certificates. So once you type certificates, so just certificates, we hit search. Now in the twinkle of an eye, Word brings out a lot of certificates that you can just scroll through and make a choice, and these certificates these templates are also editable. You can edit them. So now this is what we are going to use because our students have graduated and we wish to give them certificates of honor. So now let's select diploma certificate. Okay, so once you come in here, now let us try to abreast ourselves with the description that we have here to see and ascertain whether it matches what we are about doing. So this is what the certificate does: to honor your students for completing a curriculum with this festive and easy to use diploma template. This diploma certificate template features an elegant border and seal. Celebrate student certificate achievement with this professional looking. Yes, we are going to celebrate the achievement with this professional looking certificate. So guys, it matches. Let us confidently hit create. Word has been able to create the certificate for us here. So there are some couple of changes that myself I would like to make, but feel free, if yours is in a diploma setup, you are good to go. So I will just say certificate of graduation. Okay, so certificate of graduation. Now I will select it and then increase the size a bit. So the font size, I will increase it a bit. Okay, so now this certifies that. So this is where we are going to put the names of the students. Now I will leave it for now. I will leave this one also, but the logo that we have in here, we are going to change this logo to my own business logo. So I'll go to insert. So here I'll go to picture. Now documents, sorry, downloads. So I have my picture in here. I'll select it. Okay, so now you can see that this will need to go away. Then also let us crop this certificate. So crop it, make it as small as possible so that it can fit the space that we would like to put it in. So now as we are done, we're cropping. Let us shrink it a bit. So we shrink it to a reasonable size here. Okay, So now this is my certificates, and so let me change the names here. So I will say Ako Smiler. So Ako Smiler principal. Now also here I will just say, let's say Christabel Usua. So Usua instructor. Okay, or we can also say head teacher. So head mistress. Okay, so Christabel Usua head mistress. Now having done this, so you feel free to change the colors that we have here. If you'd like to use black, you can change it. So basically a lot of changes can be made, but the interest is to learn how or look at how we can randomize or duplicate this in our Microsoft Word. So let me hide this so that it can show well. Alright guys, so now that we have this, the next step before we even come into Microsoft Word Access to start the word merge, we would have to save this document. So we come into File, Save As, Browse. Now there's a specific file type that this needs to be saved to, so save it as Word document. Other than that, you are going to encounter issues. In certain circumstances it might not even work at all, so make sure that you save it to Word document. Now I'll save it on the desktop, certificate of graduation. I will hit save. Okay guys, so now our certificate is neatly created for us. Okay, so now I'll close it here. So we come back into our data table. Now you go to external data. So here you can see we have word merge. You click it. Now there are two options. Do you want to create a new document and then link the data to it? No, we will have to link your data to an existing Microsoft Word document. That is exactly what we want to do. So we hit OK once we have that selected. So here Word Access prompts us to choose the file or the document that we are going to link the data table to. So let us scroll here. This is the document. Now we hit open. Okay, so once I'm in here, so this particular dialog comes, you hit yes. So hit yes. Now let me open the ribbon. So here you can see that the mail merge pane has actually been added to your Microsoft. So now once you see this, you are good to go, and always make sure that existing list is selected. So now we have successfully linked this particular data table to our Microsoft Word document, currently certificate. Okay, so now let us insert the values. So here we are going to insert the name, so we delete it. Now come into mailings tab, insert mail merge. So we are going to insert the full name there. So you can see the full name has been inserted. Now here we are going to insert the academic year. Okay, so let's say we want to insert the course of study. So we can just type course. So course of study, or we can simply just insert our course. So just for you to see how it actually works. So now we have the course here, academic year here. So guys, let us preview to see what we have actually been able to do. So preview. So now this is for the first student. So certified at Abigail Otutua, which is the first record that we have in here. So her academic year is 2020-2021 and she studied mathematics. So now Microsoft Word has smartly been able to do it for us also here. So let us minimize this so that we can see. Okay, so now that we have it this way, let us see the next student. So you go back to your mailings. Now you can click next because it's in preview mode. So Mary Abba Amoa, which is the next student that we have in here. So we also have the next student, Felicia Boatima, Comforto Tabel, Benedict Aduma, and now you can see that the courses are also changing. The courses are also changing. So now when you're done with everything, you come into finish and merge. So once you come to finish and merge, now you can send it as email messages, which will be a concept for another tutorial. We can email this to this particular student directly, but now here we are going to print this document. So we select print documents. So do you want to print everything? Yes. Oh, okay. So in here we are going to print to a PDF because we don't have a printer now, so we are going to print to a PDF. Okay, so now make sure you select print to PDF, you hit OK. So it is telling us where do we want to save it. So we still want to place on a desktop, so we say certificates. So we give it a name, certificates. Now PDF, we hit save. Okay, so now printing. Okay, so guys, Microsoft Word is done printing our document for us. So let us minimize everything that we have in here. So now you can see the file has been created, certificate. So let us open to see how the Word mail merge feature has been able to duplicate this certificate for us automatically. And you can see that now we've been able to get 30 records here, so or 30 pages. So these are 30 pages here. Now let us see. So this is the first student, the second student, so Felicia, Comfortable. So now you can see how good. So it means that there are blanks inside there, so there are blank documents inside there. So you can see that the records or the certificates, Microsoft Word using the mail merge and then access word merge, we've been able to link our access data table to the Microsoft asset or duplicating certificates in Microsoft Access. And now here we have a solid file that we can just print and do the distribution of the certificate. So if you have about 200 or 2 billion students, Word will be able to make the duplication for you. So here you see the course, the academic year, and then their names also. So guys, now we've been able to learn how to duplicate certificate for number of students using their records in Microsoft Access and then also Microsoft Word. So thank you very much for watching this particular tutorial. If you are a newcomer or a newbie to this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on the little bell notification icon. This is what we do here. We learn how to be productive using the Office tools, specifically Excel, Word, and then Access. So now guys, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next mail merge video. Bye.